Boom. We're done, Damien. We did it.
Yeah, we've covered so much ground, which so much. I guess part of the reason why I always enjoy and look forward to it, just like you do. What are you thinking right now? What's kind of like an overall takeaway, if it's even possible to like have one, or I'll let you have multiple if you want to have multiple.
I think that I'm angry and annoyed that it just dawned on me that we spent 3 years together and we haven't had a good sale of real estate as an ordinary income or capital gains case. We need that. We need a dealer versus investor case for next year.
Okay,
Um,
stay
no,
tuned.
I think that hopefully, listeners enjoy this again. I know we kind of go off in different directions, but what we're trying to do, and you and I have talked about this in the past, is certainly we want to encourage people to read case law, because for my money, and I know you've echoed these sentiments, there's no better way to really see how everything fits together. I mean, I know you referenced how many rulings we talked about today, but when you think about the rulings and cases plus all the code sections, I mean, we meandered from subchapter, K to C and to the individual provisions. I mean, we got into a whole lot of different places, and the only way you're ever going to see how it all fits together is through case law. And so a big part, I think, of why we enjoy doing this, you and I, is we hope to instill that joy in other people of cracking open a Judge Holmes case and being able to know it's a Judge Holmes decision in the first 10 words, because you can recognize the writing style of a tax court judge. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just, there's just no better tool to learn the tax law. There really, really isn't.
Yeah, I agree entirely. And in this kind of time where I feel like everybody's had to maybe taking a little bit of a closer look at, what am I doing? What's the why of what I'm doing? Why am I in tax? Why should I work in tax? Why is this exciting? Like, I mean, I know I'll speak for myself, and I feel like you're probably similarly minded here, Tony. But this is the why. This is the exciting stuff. This is the what makes it interesting and keeps us coming back for more. Or at least from my perspective. What do you think?
100%. It's
Yeah.
hard, right? I mean, it's hard. All of us got into this. You don't choose a career in tax and then say, I don't want to be challenged intellectually, right? I mean, it doesn't go together. Like, you
Right.
choose this career because you want to grow, you want to learn, you want to be challenged. And the tax law reminds you every single day that you don't have any of the answers. And the more you read case law, like I said, the more you play that game of trying to predict, based on what I know on the law, after I read the facts section and the argument section, which way is this case going to go? Sometimes you get them right, sometimes you get them wrong. But the more you do it, you get comfortable with different areas of the law. You get comfortable with what a client is going to be asked to do if they ever end up in the court, what they're going to have to prove and establish. But I agree with you. I mean, we end up in this industry for the most part because most of us are similarly minded, have kind of pursuits that, again, we're not fulfilled unless we feel like we're getting our butts kicked intellectually. And going through pursuits like we did today and reading things like the Cubs case, the Tribune Company case, I mean, you undeniably put the case down after 68 pages smarter than when you picked it up. You do.
Yeah.
There's just
Right.
no two ways about it. And I don't think there's anybody in this industry that doesn't want to get smarter. It doesn't want to feel better about what they're doing. And reading case law, there is just no way you could read these 10 cases we went through today and not go, I understand the tax law better than when I started. It's going to happen.
It's the reps that make it interesting and keep us coming back. So I guess if there's one takeaway, it's we gotta keep at it, keep reading the cases and be back for more next time.
But you know how good it is, even for me, like, to know that I have this date on your calendar every year. I mean, I got to stay up to date with all the critical cases and make sure that, like, just like you are, every time I'm reading a case, I'm going, is this making Damien's podcast or what? Like, does this make the cut? And I do want the listeners to know, like, I do not throw this together haphazardly. I give it a lot of thought. And as I said, not just to the cases themselves, but where we place them in the discussion, because I do think they tend to build on each other and have common themes and things like
Like you
that.
said, this is a delicately choreographed
Yeah,
masterpiece here,
it
Tony.
is.
It's not for the faint of heart. But I love it. You got the narrative, you get the build up, the crescendo. I don't know, you get the whole thing going. So I always really do honestly look forward to it. I appreciate being able to have you on. You didn't disappoint again this year, and just thank you, Tony, for all you do for the profession and for having the stamina to sit here and talk through all these cases, code sections, rulings. It's just you never cease to impress me, Tony. Until next time, we'll keep those court cases reading and the pages turning.
Same time next year. Thanks for having me, Damon. I love it. I really do.
You got it, man.